Right, okay. Let's jump into a league here. Sorry, I accidentally hit the stop record button. So you'll have a short video of deck tech followed by round 1. But that's fine. It is what it is, so waiting for an opponent. It's funny, you always join really quickly until you're recording, and then no opponents. Any minute now. Got a text message from my little brother. He bought a sweet fishing reel for cheap. Pretty happy with that. Still waiting for an opponent. So I am recording this just after I got news that Grand Prix Singapore, which is not until like June next year, has been rescheduled and it's been pushed back by a fortnight, which is fine, except us people with jobs and families and stuff. You've got an opponent. Have to book leave a fair way in advance, and we thought, oh, let's have a family holiday. Let's go to Singapore. And yes, I'd like to play first. And yeah, sweet, we can play the GP while we're there. And now we're going to miss it. So flights are booked and paid for. Leave is scheduled, and we are just going to miss it. So had a little bit of wheeling and dealing with the wives to let us go to the GP. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look at this hand. We have got a decent opener here. Yeah, okay. We can keep this. See what we're playing in. Oh, I'm on the dice roll. Just not flat out not used to winning the dice roll. I'm going to start with Inkmoth Nexus because it is the best land in my deck. Into Springleaf Drum, into Memnite, into probably just another Springleaf Drum, and just get as many artifacts in play for my cranial plating as I can. Always play your Springleaf Drum before you play your Memnite or Ornithopter, because even if they have removal, you can still tap it for mana in response. Even do that even on the play, because it's just a good habit. If you just get used to doing it in a certain way, you're not gonna get tripped up. So be consistent and be methodical in things like that, and they become second nature as you're playing a deck. So I'm probably going to stuff it up, but now that I've said that, so we'll see how we go. I would like Springleaf Drum to come down, followed by that. Okay, I did it. There you go. I didn't embarrass myself yet. Okay. Let's see what we're playing against here. Would much rather that second Springleaf Drum being like a Signal Pest or a Volt Scourge, but beggars and choosers. We can get down a Steel Overseer and Plating next turn. I can pretty much play out my hand to see what we draw, but yeah. My opponent thinking hard on their first play. Here we go. Blood Crypt. Inquisition. Okay, well, the plan of playing Steel Overseer and Cranial Plating next turn is a bust, but we're going to play one. That's fair enough. Plating's a pretty scary card. Okay, there's the aforementioned Volt Scourge, so I can still play out my hand. So, if I play Steel Overseer, and then run out Volt Scourge, I still get to attack for 1. Okay. Mountains. Ah. It's not real fair. I wonder what deck we're playing against here. I think it's worth getting in for a couple. May have a lightning bolt. We'll see. Lightning bolt. Young Peasy. Okay. Big fan of Young Peasy, but no land drop for my opponent. So, let's go with a Inkmoth Nexus, and then we want to tap Inkmoth Nexus for. Let's see if I've done this right. I have. Good. Okay. And then make stuff bigger. Some sort of Rakdos or maybe Grixis Pyro deck, but yeah, we'll see. Does he want to block here? I'm happy if he blocks. I'm happy to trade a Memnite for a young Pyromancer. Or does he have like a random gut shot? No. Okay. Oh, okay. My opponent's obviously short on lands, so but we'll take that. I think Whip Flare is probably pretty good against young Pyromancer, and probably want to play Edge Champion to be able to attack past his stuff and dodge his removal. What else would one bring in against a young Pyromancer deck? There's potentially Thoughtseize, but I'm not quite sure what my opponent's playing. I don't know if they are blue, they may have Snapcaster. Thomas Group might be okay, but based on what I've seen, I'll just stick to the minimum. Affinity is one of those decks you have to be really careful not to over sideboard on. So yeah, we'll run out a just an extra champion and a Whip Flare, just based on what we've seen. It may have some Delve cards, so Dispatch might be better than Gale Blast. Not sure. So don't want to. I'd rather sideboard as little as possible, and knowing that the cards are in my main deck, they're good. That's why they're in the main deck. I'm not going to play bad cards in my main deck. So yeah, this has got more mana sources than I'd like, but it does have a Whip Flare. I'm on the draw, and I can run out a couple of. Yeah, we'll keep this. Oh, okay. It's not the colours I was expecting, but let's run these dudes out. Let's see if he's got a discard spell. Nope, not this turn at least. Young Peasy. Inky. I'm going to just 1-for-1 this young Pyromancer, just so it doesn't get out of hand. Get him for 2. I mean, it's tempting to try and get value, but he's got discard spells in his deck. So there we go. There's a Swamp, and although it would be good right now, the Rebel Master, but I'm going to try and race. Although drawing all the lands doesn't help the race. So let's go with this Inkmoth becomes this, and then we'll target this with that. And we'll get in for a bunch of damage and a bunch of poison. And hope we don't draw another land for the rest of the game. spells would be good. Specifically a removal spell for Rabble Master. Ooh, that is a lot of open mana. In that case, what do we do? I guess we just have to go for it. Like, he's either got removal or he doesn't. We're not really in a position to play around it. So maybe we, instead of pumping, we just make this Blink Moth a guy. If he's got 2 removal spells for our Signal Pests, then that's good. Good on him. Lightning Helix. Okay, yep. And a lightning bolt on my. Okay, so we get in 4. Probably could have played the Springleaf Drum, but not too worried. This Rebel Master's doing a lot of damage. 6, taking for 8. Basically have to draw a removal spell this turn. Otherwise I'm in chump block mode, but chump blocking 0/1s is not really where you want to be. Okay. Okay, that is interesting. Very interesting. So, let's just see what happens here. If he lets me get in and I can finish him off with the Gale Blast, I will. I doubt that's going to happen. Otherwise, yeah, I'll Gale Blast the Rabble Master. And so 6, yeah. Oh, I didn't attack. That was a complete misclick. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Sorry, guys. There we go. All this talk about embarrassing myself. Didn't. Wow, I'm really not playing this game very well, am I? I can actually hear my wife in the background, who sounds quite unwell, and it's a bit of a distraction. So, I am going to take this opportunity to kill that. Thank you, sir. If he's got a bolt, he's got a bolt. Gonna lose either way. Bedlam Reveler, okay. Probably gonna find a bolt. Steel Overseer. Yep, okay. Massive misplay, just unfortunately sometimes you hit the F2 key on Moto a little too often. I'm going to bring in these Thought Seizers, and I'm going to take out 2 Memnites because he's got a bunch of little dudes and my Memnite quickly gets outclassed, so I'd rather take his Rabble Master or his removal spell. Yes, please. I would like to play first. Yeah, I'll kick this. This. Okay. So I've got a removal spell. I've got an Etched Champion if I draw a land. Probably Yeah, turn 3 edge champion. Although, oh, football. Okay. Sure. I'll play another signal pest. Football's actually pretty good against Affinity. It's not bad. Young Peasy. I like it. Okay, so let's go with this guy. Turns on Metalcraft. Do I shoot the young Pyromancer? Yeah, I think I'd do that while I have the opportunity. Okay, a land next turn would be really good. Get out this edge champion. Or do we have a Rebel Master here? Against command. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Mem Knight. Then this guy. Opponent still has 5 cards in hand as well. It's just gone the straight control route. Fourth Bolt, Colligan's Command, and Lingering Souls. Right. Really need a land. Springleaf Drum is not a land, but it will let me play a Ravager. Of course, you know, you board out 2 of your 3 Mem Knights and you draw 1. Yeah, I'm not going to attack him with False Scourge. Young Peasy with Lightning Helix mana up, great. Opponent continuing to thin his deck. Maybe he's just going to crack on Knight's Whisper. Nope. Really need to draw a land. Like bad. Okay. I guess we just run this guy out. After a cranial plating, we are well and truly in business. It's pretty gas. So my opponent draw 3 cards. Oh, yep, okay, that is a thing. Take the Gale Blast. Now I draw a land. If I can keep 2, 3. It's going to be a losing race. Another Ribbler, wow. This is not looking good for us. My opponent just drawing all the cards. This deck's pretty cool, actually. Drawing my one of Whip Flare would be pretty gas. My opponent's not really attacking, so he's gonna have some shenanigans at some point. Young Peasy. All the triggers. Don't know if you need Knight's Whisper in the deck if you've got multiple copies of Bedlam Reveler, but it's obviously getting him triggers and drawing extra cards, and he's got 3 copies of Lingering Souls in the graveyard. He's in a pretty good spot. How do we get out of this? I need to draw Cranial Plating, like this turn, which will give me, this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it'll be lethal if I survive this attack. I have to play to draw Cranial Plating. He didn't attack, okay. Signal Pest does nothing. I don't think I can attack here. So these guys are big, these Revelers. So he's got 6 plus, oh gosh. And I can attack for 2 with this Edge Champion and then hope to draw Runner, Galvanic Blast, or Galvanic Blast, or, yeah, it's, it's a 5% chance, but, or less, but I'm not going to win this game if I don't play to my outs. Also, my opponent's not attacking me. He's scared of my Ravager. These Volt Scourges have lifelink, which also, I guess, a little scary. But so my outs are Whip Flare and Cranial Plating. So I have got 5 outs out of 45 cards. Surely my opponent's got me dead next turn. So I've got like a 1 in 9 chance. So it's that a little better than 10%, I guess. Not great odds. Oh, and even the Whip Flare doesn't guarantee me to win the game. Surely my opponent attacks. Yeah. Okay, so let's animate my Nexus. Don't know if I'm going to block with it yet, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go with Volt Scourge can block this giant guy. Volt Scourge can block this giant guy. This guy can block this thing. This guy can block this thing. Reset blockers. This guy can block one of these tokens. This guy can block this guy. This guy can block this guy. This guy can block this guy. We get 14, so I have to block him also. And I guess Ravager should just block one of these. Okay, so let's tap this guy to make a mana and say target blink moth gets bigger. And Ravager's going to eat this guy and let me move 1, 2, yeah. Ravager's a 3/3, and then I will sack Ravager, yes, to this guy. Opponent's probably going to remove so and blow me out, but no. Okay. So gained some lives, took some beats, and yeah. What do we draw? Mox Opal is not going to win me the game. That was my only chance for an out there, so I can attack for... attack for 2. I get 11, but there's more than 11 dudes. Yep. Oh well, not the greatest start. We'll try again.